Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today I'll be talking about this DNA test for cats. It's by Basepaws. So I actually did try these kits out already a year ago on Sven And Robbie, and I did film it, but then I got too lazy to edit, so here I am doing it again, take two. So when I did do the kits, it was before we got Louise, so this one will be for her. So let me tell you a little bit about the kit. There are 3 different kits that you can get. So the first kit you can get is the breed groups DNA test, which retails for $99. So the kit will tell you what kind of breeds are most closely related to your cat. It also will tell you which wild cat your cat is most similar to, like lions, tigers, leopards, jaguars. So the second kit you can get is a breed plus health DNA test, and that retails for $149. So the kit will look at the breed similarities, the wildcat index, but on top of that it'll look at health markers and tell you health indications and wellness and all that good stuff. And the third kit you can get is a whole genome DNA test, which retails for $500, which I don't think you will ever need it. I don't think anyone would really do the third kit. Unless you're a scientist, I don't see why you would need to know so much about your cat and its DNA. So we did get the breed plus health for $99, and it normally retails for $149, but you can get it on sale. So just wait until there is a sale. I think they're available on Amazon. I'm not sure, but we got it off their website. So I'll put everything down below and you guys can figure out which site is giving you a better discount. So unlike the human kit, you are swabbing the cheek of your cat instead of collecting like a mil of saliva. It comes with really clear instructions on the box. You register your kit, then you collect your samples by swabbing the cheek of your cat, and then you put the sample back in the tube, shake it to preserve the DNA, and then you send it in and you should get your results within 4 to 6 weeks. So it's been a month and I finally got the results back. I shipped the kit out on September 21st, 22nd. And I got an email that the DNA was done analyzing and a report has been generated on October 26th. So a little bit over a month for the whole process to be completed. So I want to go through the report and show you what the report looks like and what kind of information you will get when you do one of these kits. So this is what the report will look like from Basepaws. This one's for Louise. And so the first page, you'll get some fun facts and basically some information on what they're looking at. The second page is basically an overview of the report. So you can adjust on how accurate you want the report to be. So the more right you drag it, the more accurate the percentage will be. It's basically being more conservative on what they're saying your cat is most like. And when you drag it to the left, it's gonna be basically more generalized, and you see it lists more different breeds because it's just making a more general assumption. So I like to do like possible, but you can play around with it, and you can obviously switch between the breed groups and then looking at chromosome maps. If you hover each breed, it'll indicate which chromosome we're looking at. So for Russian blue, we're looking at B12. So let's set it to most confident. So Basepaws is saying that it is confident that Louise is 52.09% made up of Western breeds. It breaks down to which breeds that she's most similar to. This is not all the breeds under Western, but then you can see she's 3.89% exotic breeds and 3.35 most similar to Eastern. And then as you move it to possible, it includes more different breeds and makes a more generalized assumption. So the next thing you get is a wildcat index, and it gives you some brief information, and they make it really clear saying that these results should not be interpreted as evidence that your cat is part wildcat. It's basically just saying what kind of wildcat they're most similar to in DNA. Does not mean just because it has a DNA of a cheetah, it is part cheetah. You know, we share a lot of DNA with bananas, and that does not mean we're part banana. So Louise is most similar to a leopard first, then cheetah, cougar, and lastly tigers. So the next thing that the report goes into is health markers, which I find is the most interesting part of the report. And so this page just basically goes through the basic of how to read the report and what it means. And Basepaws basically breaks it down into 4 different categories on how to interpret the test. So your cat can either be clear for the disease, a carrier, at risk, or at high risk. And when you're a carrier, it basically means that, if you remember in biology class when you're in school, you went through like the Punnett square system. So when you're a carrier for the recessive gene, you won't exhibit the disease. But when you're bred with another carrier, then your offspring has a 25% chance of getting the disease because they will inherit 2 copies of the recessive gene, making it detrimental. So I'm not going to go through all the different diseases that Basepaws look into, but it's quite a few. So the first one we're looking at is hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, which means basically the enlargement of the heart. So Louise tested clear for all the diseases that they are looking at. So here's one for an eye disease. Here's one for an enzyme disease. Well, multiple enzyme diseases. I'm sure you can find a list of the diseases that Basepaws look at. Feel free to pause anywhere in the video if you want to read more into these diseases. So both Robbie and Sven tested as a carrier for the factor 7 deficiency. So factor 7 deficiency is a blood clotting disorder. Thankfully, Sven and Robbie are just carriers and they don't exhibit the disease. But otherwise, Sven and Robbie are also clear for all the other diseases like Louise. So I believe Basepaws is still working on adding new diseases. So Basepaws currently have a certain amount of diseases that they're looking at. And I believe that when they do start looking at new diseases, you can buy an upgrade package and they will reanalyze your cat's results and give you a new health report. So after the health report, they give you a health and wellness page, basically how to keep your cat healthy and what you should do, basic stuff. And then here I think is just another overview of what we saw earlier. And then here the report goes into basically each of the breeds that your cat is most like. She's most genetically resemble a ragdoll, and then Russian blue. I'm not going to go through all of it, but that is basically all the report. If you scroll all the way down, and basically, yeah, after it finished going through all the different breeds, that's the end of the report. So do I think that these DNA kits are worth it? I think this kit is worth it. It is a little bit pricey, but you do get a lot of information, and Basepaws is constantly updating the genes and diseases and genetic mutations that they're screening for. I highly recommend getting both the breed and the health markers, whether you get your cat from a breeder or you adopt a cat from the shelter. I think it's important to kind of know what kind of genetic mutation and possible diseases your cat might have so you can be prepared. Even if you get from a breeder, they can only guarantee that your cat is negative for so many diseases. In Robbie's case, he's an exotic short hair, and exotic short hairs are known to have polycystic kidney disease, PKD, and a lot of breeders do breed negative lines so they don't develop the disease. But there are so many other diseases that they don't look for. So this is why I think it's really helpful to have kind of like a health marker analysis for your cats. If you can get a kit, I highly recommend it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video slash review slash my 2 cents. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on Instagram, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye!